in a few words, is the message you are carrying to the American people, Professor?
I will tell what this world looks like from 10 miles off. I will tell about the stratosphere.
Gondola which will bring us into the stratosphere. We are going to be lifted up there by Linde hydrogen. That hydrogen will lift us in a place where nobody can breathe and live. But inside we'll have Linde oxygen, which makes good what the hydrogen makes bad, and makes a very comfortable living place for us. Here I would like to show you inside, but we have too many people. I couldn't all bring you this gondola. Very little space. That's enough space for the pilot and me, who are going to do the work on cosmic rays. But I can show a little bit about it. Here is the ring on which the gondola hangs. Here is the rope to which is connected this upper ring. This here is a roof garden. We want to some fresh air, we can go on this here, as long as we are still the lower air. And then when we go in the stratosphere, we close here. You hand me the cover, please. Thank you. This here is the down metal. Oh, I'm sorry for the noise. This here is the down metal cover, you see, very light. That will come inside, and another one similar will come outside. You take it again, please.
Again, Professor Picard, the Belgian scientist, has ascended to heights never before reached by man to study the stratosphere, that unknown region which surrounds the Earth at a distance of more than 7 miles. Last year in May he reached over 9 miles in height, but this time he was out to beat his own record. Accompanied by his assistant, Monsieur Max Cousins, the start was made at dawn from Dubendorf Aerodrome near Zurich. The preparations for the flight began at midnight, but thousands of people had made the journey from Zurich in special trains, whilst a battalion of Swiss troops held down the guy ropes. Professor Picard himself superintended the arrangements for the inflation of the balloon. And then, when all was ready, he clambered inside the gondola which contained a mass of scientific instruments and gave the signal to let go. The balloon rose quickly and eventually climbed to over 10.5 miles above the Earth. Just imagine, whilst we were sweltering in the heat wave, he was nearly frozen to death in 15 degrees centigrade below zero. After being aloft for over 12 hours, he eventually landed near Lake Garda in Italy.
We were on the scene as soon as the Austrian Alpine troops you now see on their way to the glacier to recover the envelope and gondola in which the intrepid professors had made a perfect landing. After their amazing air voyage, just imagine, twice as high as Mount Everest, the biggest mountain in the world. The gondola, only 6'7" in diameter, you'll notice is half black one side and half silver the other.
After his successful flight, reaching the stratosphere, he became very famous and he was honored in many ways. He was put on magazine covers, his face was put on stamps, he had a coin dedicated to him, he was even in Popular Science magazine.
So in 1931, the Belgian physicist, who was also a friend of Albert Einstein and worked with Albert Einstein from time to time. I mean, this is a very intelligent man, PhD in physics, an engineer. This man created, he built this craft, he put it in, he went up, he was the first man, so he's world record setter. Dr. Auguste Piccard, Star Trek, Jean-Luc Picard, named after him. Okay? First man to reach the stratosphere, the first man who went that high. So just a few months after his ascent to a world record height, there was an article in there, 10 miles high in an airtight balloon. Now, just so people could say that I didn't get this off the internet, I did a little research. So I went on eBay and searched for Popular Science magazine, 1931, August edition. I found one. I paid $15 for this. It was 25 cents in 1931. Just to verify this fact, and I'm going to read this article to you. This is the testimony of a physicist, scientist, engineer, the first man to reach the stratosphere, that height. His testimony of the shape of the earth. Can I read this to you? It's on page 23. This blew my mind, getting this. It says, a huge yellow balloon soared skyward a few weeks ago from Augsburg, Germany. Instead of a basket, it trailed an airtight black and silver aluminum ball. Within, Professor Auguste Piccard, physicist, and Charles Kepler aimed to explore the air 50,000 feet up. 17 hours later, after being given up for dead, they returned safely from an estimated height of more than 52,000 feet, almost 10 miles, shattering every aircraft altitude record through copper-colored, then bluish haze. Here's what he said. It seemed a flat disk with upturned edge. Now this is 1931, before NASA. Before they decided they were going to lie to us, before they conspired worldwide to lie. Some people say that there are no scientists that are flat earthers. Well, guess what? He told you what he saw. What is this magazine? Why did we never hear that in our schools? I never heard of this man.
It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in.
Let's take a look at Isaiah 40:22 from the 1560 Geneva Bible. Now let's take a look at some definitions of the words circle, disc, and globe, so we have an understanding of the difference between the three.